Well, Jordan, our fourth match of the afternoon takes us right back to the NEW Women's Division. And it's just the second solo contest for a returning Izzy McQueen. Perhaps the big hurt Alan Jepson, not the only one who got the memo on the baseball outfits here today at Nat Bailey Stadium, as Cat Power right now out to prove that she's in a league of her own. And she is the #1 contender right now for that NEW Women's Championship, whoever happens to hold the gold after today's match. A triple threat between Nicole Matthews, Taryn from Accounting, and Bambi Hall. Well, they will meet Cat Power next month at the Commodore Ballroom for the NEW one-year anniversary show. And you know, whoever it is, whether it's Nicole, Taryn, or Bambi, you meet Cat Power in that ring, you're gonna burn it down.
Cat Power coming out ahead of that gauntlet match back at NEW for Life at the Commodore, which, as you mentioned, earned her a future title shot at the NEW Women's Championship.
And these two women were both in that match, Jordan. Had very different fates, unfortunately. Of course, in a gauntlet match like that, so much of your luck hinges on the draw and what number you enter the ring. And unfortunately for Izzy McQueen, she drew the third straw, so she was the first entrant after the original two that started us off. Cat Power, of course, the last one to come out to that ring. She was entry number 6 in the gauntlet match, and that's a big reason why she's your #1 contender here today. If you're Izzy McQueen, you have to think, if their luck of the draw went the other way, it could be Izzy looking at a title match right now, and she's out to prove that she deserves just that.
Is Izzy McQueen still getting back into the swing of things here in NEW after a long injury layoff? I feel prior to the injury, I mean, she's making her comeback. If she drew #1, she could have absolutely run right through that gauntlet to the end, but still getting her legs back under her in the wrestling ring.
And what a huge momentum swing it would be for her to pick up a victory over Cat Power. Though we talk about Izzy McQueen returning from injury, Cat Power returning recently from a long wrestling hiatus as well. So does Cat have a deeper well of experience over the course of her career to draw from in a match like this? Absolutely. In terms of what have you done for me lately, these two women on very equal footing.
But another thing you got to wonder about and worry about if you're the #1 contender is trying to get through your matches until you get your title shot with as little damage as possible. The worst thing for Cat Power would be to suffer an injury in this match and then she loses her title opportunity.
Battle damage is great for a Jurassic Park action figure, perhaps not so great, Jordan, for a #1 contender for the NEW Women's Championship.
Always down for a Jurassic Park reference. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Well struck.
As Izzy ducks out of the way of a couple of clotheslines. Waist lock now. Izzy McQueen looking for a lariat of her own. No, shoulder block. That'll stop Cat dead in her tracks. As these two women just stare each other down in the middle of the ring. Little jaw jacking going on. Clash of egos.
Cat Power drawing on support from this crowd here at Nat Bailey Stadium.
But so is Izzy McQueen. A lot of Let's Go Izzy's in this crowd right now. Cries of them, I should say.
Izzy McQueen was really missed in the women's scene here in BC as far as independent wrestling is concerned. A lot of people were extremely excited to see her back.
She fell, of course, to Zoe Sager in her return match at Port Coquitlam a few months ago. Was looking for her running code breaker, the left on red, multiple times in that match. She wasn't able to hit it on Zoe. If she had been able to, you have to think the outcome of that one is a different story. So if you're Cat Power, keep your head on a swivel and be mindful. That move could put it away at any moment.
Well, the left on red is maybe one of the biggest match enders in the entire company of NEW.
Nice pin attempt that is reversed by Cat Power. That veteran awareness of Cat to turn that into a reversal, and wow, that DDT just spiked Izzy right on her forehead.
Cat Power with an aggressive pin, driving that forearm right into the lower jaw of Izzy McQueen.
Izzy able to get a shoulder up. She's taken some punishment in this match of late, but not enough to put her away just yet. Big kick from Cat. Seeing some aggressiveness from Cat Power that might not have been there earlier in her return to the ring so far this year.
Well, again, another thing about being that #1 contender, you have to know that the champ is watching your matches. So you also want to make a statement out there. She's doing that with those scissor kicks.
There's probably a decent level of just happy to be there as well when you're making your return. And if that was the feeling for Cat Power earlier on this year, as she made her debut with NEW, that feeling is gone. It's full-on aggression on display from the woman who is eager to tell you she is not your cherry darling, but she is the NEW #1 contender.
Loud chop in the corner from Cat Power.
Shaking at her wrist after that one. That might have hurt Cat just as much as it hurt Izzy. Another loud chop once again.
That's the thing about Cat Power, though. She'll take the hit to make the play. She'll hurt herself if it hurts her opponent more.
She just pointed to the A&W mug. That chopped so hard she believed she knocked Izzy's head clean out of the ballpark. Huge running lariat from Cat, and she's not done. Looking for another one. Izzy able to duck out of the way. Sleeper hold now from McQueen. The Goblin King trying to send Cat Power off to dreamland right now. Up on her shoulders to increase her leverage. That choke really doing some damage to Cat at the moment.
That's going to take her legs right out from under her.
She's able to run Izzy right back into the turnbuckle to break loose, but look, Cat Power staggering right now. Just lost a great deal of airflow, and it's clearly affecting her. Submission stretch from McQueen right now, but of course both competitors are on the ropes. Referee trying to break this one up as quickly as he can. Got that count going, but Cat able to power out. What a reversal to flip Izzy off the turnbuckle clean into the center of the ring. Now Cat's going skyward. Cats aren't known to fly, but they do always land on their feet. We'll see what she does here.
Double stomp, perhaps.
The top rope, she was looking for that double stomp just like you called it, Jordan, but if you could see it coming, so could Izzy McQueen, and she's able to roll out of the way. Now, was looking for the 604, but Izzy will try that one again on the second attempt.
A little bit more momentum needed.
Somebody in the crowd pointing out that might not have been a 604. Might be more of a 250 or a 778 perhaps, but she did connect in the end.
That's it. Cat Power, great ring awareness, getting that bottom rope with her hand to break up that pinfall. Izzy could have had it there. That was a heck of a kick to the face.
She's still on the attack, however, and she's holding on right now after that suplex. Numero dos, is she gonna look for the three amigos here? Izzy continuing to maintain control of that neck. Cat Power back on her feet. The three amigos, and now she'll roll over into a Thez press and just unload punches into the gut and face of Cat Power.
Cat Power doing a great job covering the face with those punches, but great transition then by Izzy McQueen to start punching the ribs.
Definitely took some damage to her chin on that exchange, did Cat Power, but she's back on her feet, and I'm not sure Izzy even knows where her opponent is right now.
Cat Power, not someone you want to get into a fight with. And that's what this is turning into right quick. telegraph that chop a little bit. Big kick from Izzy McQueen. Izzy looking for another suplex, fourth amigo.
I don't know that either of these competitors have ever slugged it out in a baseball stadium before, but Cat Power certainly looks like the type to get into some scraps in the streets of East Vancouver. I'll put it that way. Now Cat has Izzy right where she wants her. A vulnerable position as she looks to the left field wall. Izzy able to reverse, send Cat into the ropes, and Cat still takes control.
Great presence of mind from Cat Power to drag her into the center of the ring, drag her away from those ropes, got her in a lion tamer.
Cat with the lion tamer, and that will do it. Izzy McQueen endured a great deal of punishment over the course of that contest, but could take no more as she taps out to that tamer, and a huge win for Cat Power, sending her barreling towards our next show at the Commodore, where she will compete for the NEW Women's Championship.
Cat Power letting Izzy McQueen get to her feet. The two competitors share a glance of respect, a nice handshake. Good sportsmanship here today at the ballpark.